Yep. Now, this is going to be Marcus J's favorite part of this segment tonight. And he's not going to be mad at me anymore after this, okay? Because I'm not being my usual divisive self, as I've been called. This is going to be a praise session, Marcus J.
Huh?
A praise
I was
session.
distracted. I was doing something else.
I'm talking about you and you're distracted.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. What'd you say?
No, you're just messing with me again.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to praise what we like about the opposite sex. We said so much negative
Oh, that's
stuff.
easy.
So we're going to say what we like about the opposite sex. What is it about them that is so special and you just have to have them in your life? Whether it's, a relationship with your boyfriend or your father or, any male or female, whoever's opposite. Marcus J. And bless, you can't say that on the radio.
Well,
Marcus J only has like 3 or 4 words you can say out of pocket, the PG-13.
Do I have to be a grown up in this segment?
no, you can say how you feel, Marcus.
You can hoot about Hooters.
All right.
You like the breast area? Is that your favorite?
Well, no.
You're not a butt man?
No, I don't. I'm not an ass man.
Oh, okay.
Some folks think that every black
Everyone's
man.
different.
Some folks think that every black man is an ass man. I'm not
Definitely
blind.
not
I'm
true.
not blinded. I'm not blind to the point where if you got a nice ass, I'm not going to notice it. But an ass does not drive me. I'm not driven by a nice ass.
So what drives you?
The boobs.
The breast?
I am
A
definitely.
nice cleavage?
I am definitely
cleavage guy?
100% unapologetically a breast man.
Wow.
However, it is not the first thing that I notice about a woman.
What is the first thing you notice about her?
Probably her smile and the fact that her lips are not ashy.
Are my lips ashy?
I think it's the.
I think we always look at our lips.
I be honest with you, like for me, I don't like ashy lips.
What would you notice first?
Whether
That's an automatic turn.
absolutely,
Yeah.
like you could be whatever the universally beautiful woman is, and for different people it's a different person.
Right.
But whoever that person is in your mind, whoever you think is universally beautiful, if you put a picture of her in front of me and her lips are ashy, I don't see nothing else. That's just me. She needs to have chapstick or gloss.
I've got a question for you.
Okay.
For me or for her?
For you.
Oh, okay, cool.
What would you notice
Can you
first?
get your chapstick right quick, please?
No, he didn't.
There
That's
you
his
go.
sister.
Oh, I
Pranks
I
pranks
pick- I
are
pick
about
on
to happen
everybody
to
in the
you.
world.
Anyway.
You
Yeah.
do pick on
times.
everybody.
Yeah, I
It's
pick on
about to go
everybody.
down.
What would you notice first? Her smile or the mole?
Oh, see.
Oh,
see,
goodness.
for
The
real,
hairy mole.
For real though.
You
For
like
real.
the mole?
He can't stand them.
You
It
don't like
scares
the moles,
him.
like the beauty marks?
Hell no.
Beauty marks are beautiful.
No, they're not.
With a piece of hair
What
hanging
about
out
a
of
woman's
it.
eyes?
Yeah.
I am not an eyes guy. I mean, as long as they don't cross, it doesn't matter to me. I'm just. I'm not,
You notice the lips.
yeah, I'm not an eyes guy. But you need to not have a mole, like for real. If you got a mole, like it weirds me out so bad.
Chapped lips and a mole.
It's over.
You can have chapped lips
But the
as
mole-
long as you ain't got a mole. Like for real, like for real.
Janet Jackson mole
you
is
could-
scary too.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
The little
flat.
because
guy-
that because
flat.
first of all, it ain't
You don't
real.
even like that.
It's not even real. Like
I
when
was
she,
gonna get a
when she-
fake one like that. I
Yeah,
love
don't do
those.
that. Like, don't do that, because then I would like look at you like
I love
this way.
them.
I would only be able to look at you
I
from the
think they're-
profile. Like seriously, all jokes aside, like when she was Charlene on Different Strokes, she didn't have it. But once she went and got the little ink spot on her face, it's like
Yeah,
Janet
it's a
doesn't do it
tattoo.
for me no more. Like I don't
I
like
thought it
that,
was
man. Like
cute
don't
as
get a
I
freaking
think
mole.
it's beautiful.
It wears me out to the point where I'm irrationally
Are you
weirded out
scared
by
of
a
moles?
freaking.
Jane, what happened to him in his past
Oh,
life
my
that
God,
he's so
yo.
scared of moles?
I can't believe you brought this up.
You scared of moles and
Something
what's her name?
happened to
Lynn
you in your
Whitfield?
past life.
Lynn Whitfield.
Why you gotta bring up old
he's
stuff?
Scared of
Why you gotta bring
moles
up old
and
stuff?
Lynn Whitfield.
See, I don't even want to do the
Listen,
second.
something
no more,
might
for
have
real.
seriously
What was
happened
the
to you
second
in your
thing?
past life with a mole. That's why you're scared.
Hey, Marcus, you've already talked about physical attributes.
Because she cut me off when I was about to talk about other stuff.
I was going to say, because if he notices a woman's lips or breast or
Well,
whatever,
here's
what
the thing.
about her personality?
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Here's the thing, right? Because she cut me off when I was getting ready to go there. But I'm glad you brought that up because it's a battle that the diva and I have always had. And as men, I don't think that it's something that we should feel bad about, because we are wired to notice your physical beauty before we notice anything else. That's how we're wired. And I think women oftentimes get in their feelings about that, and it's understandable because it's how you're wired. And so when we're talking about physical attributes, it's the first thing I notice. Yes, I'm going to notice.
I said a praise session
Yeah.
about anything.
Well, okay, cool. But yes, I'm going to notice your lips. I'm going to notice your physical shape and all of that kind of stuff. But I'm also going to notice, are you smart? Because I don't like a dummy. I like somebody who I can have a conversation about beyond your lips and your breasts. You know what I mean? And so if you can't talk to me about the shooting in Kalamazoo and the fact that the chief, one of the justices died last week, and you can't talk to me about the fact that George Zimmerman is an asshole for killing Trayvon, and you can't talk to me about Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders, we can't have conversations like that, then it's, and I mentioned them because that's who came to my mind, but, I could throw Trump in there.
You
and
want someone socially
Eddie
conscious.
Munster, too. I mean,
Somebody who knows what's
Not
going on.
necessarily
Well, that's good
intelligent.
because the general consensus is when men go on a date with a woman, women go for the conversation and men go for the action if they're going out to eat.
I go out
So
to eat.
therefore, the fact that you're interested in the conversation, you're interested in hearing what they say and their opinions, that means that you're a more special guy.
I mean, I'm
More
not.
observant and that you really care.
Marshall,
You really
Marcus
truly care.
is very special.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
because I go out to eat. I'm going out to eat.
I don't want y'all to do
I'm
that.
going out
Don't
to
make me out. I'm certainly not special. I'm not. Really, I'm not.
But you go for a woman's intelligence, which that's incredible.
I like her boobs too, though.
He's still a man.
Yeah, like seriously.
He's very special.
And it doesn't matter what big, how. I'm not. My mama might be listening. Let me stop.
Your mama listen?
She might be.
Yeah, let's move on.
I mean, I might be. Shit, I said shit like
You're
3
not getting
times
to
that
the
you heard me
breast
say
of
that
it.
time.
The rest of it.
Yeah, I mean, let me say it like this. She could not have nice boobs, but if she can have nice conversation, she's better than the lady that has nice
You can always
boobs.
buy some boobs.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it made sense.
Okay.
The intelligence trumped.
I said
the
that in a
boobs.
very crass way, but hopefully y'all get it.
We got it.
Okay.
I
We
don't
got
know
it.
that the majority of the males out there, though, share what you just said. I mean,
Well-
to be honest, just to be honest, I'm finding that out, especially if you do online dating or something.
We have a call.
And everybody, puts the pictures up and writes the bios, and then you meet them, and
We got a
It's
call.
nothing like that.
We got a call on the line. Caller.
Hello.
I know who this is. This is Black Lotus. Hello, lovely lady, all the way from California. How
are you, gorgeous?
Thank you so much for calling in. She also is a psychic medium, and she does her thing. I want you to tell everybody in the studio and who's listening, because I have listeners all over the United States, everywhere. Tell us about you and what you do, and I just love your energy, and I read you all the time, and you're just great. Go ahead with it, baby.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. My name is
How you doing?
Jasmine. I'm from California. And I recently just kind of came into my abilities of being a medium and an energy healer. And so I'm kind of new to this.
You're awesome at it, girl. I watch your
Thank you.
videos. You are amazing. I'm so happy that you called in. We're talking about relationships right now. We're not even doing any psychic stuff right now. So the question is,
Oh, the last question we had was about, well, we were praising the opposite sex. But if you want the question before that, we were talking about what advice would you give someone who is contemplating cheating on their spouse? So you can answer to either one of those that applies to you.
Well, I like to pretty much, everything I do in life kind of goes by the law of karma. I don't want to do anything that's going to leave a negative stamp on my path. I don't want to do anything that I'm going to regret or, have to feel bad for later. So, I just try to, I don't know. I feel it's better if you just leave that person alone instead of leaving a trail of broken hearts, if you feel as though you're in a relationship that you're not fully committed to, just leave the person alone.
I would definitely agree with that.
I agree with you, lovely lady. I do. I also want you. I just want you to tell your story or tell something about what you do to get it out there so people can listen to you and you can start your show. And I'm just so happy for you. I love you.
Oh, I love you too. You're so awesome.
No, you're awesome.
I just, yeah, like I said, I just kind of came into this whole world just a few months ago. I was just kind of going through a rough patch in my life, and I was, meditating and kind of turning inward, and then I started seeing colors and symbols, and, I'm so grateful for all the wonderful people I've met along the way that have kind of, confirmed to me, no, you're not crazy. This is perfectly normal. This is all part of your process. And, so I've just kind of embraced it in that way. And, I'm mostly clairvoyant, but I'm also an empath. So a great deal of, what I do is through feeling.
Absolutely. I remember reading you, and I'm just like, gosh, she's just awesome medium. She's a great clairvoyant. And I see like you see. I'm really clairvoyant also. So I can really relate to you. Right now on your path, I'm listening to my guides right now. So they're telling me that you don't stop your radio show, okay? You really need to push that, okay?
Okay.
Push it a little bit more. And they're telling me that you're on the right path and that, you're going to come across a couple stumps, a couple rocks in the way because, of course, people, what we do is a very controversial thing, and some people don't understand it. But you're putting yourself out there, girl, and you just keep going.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I definitely will.
Definitely. I'm glad you called me.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to call in. I'm sorry, I'm really sick and congested, so I'm not going to stay on for too long. But thank you for having me.
You're welcome. I love you, and I will talk to you soon.
I love you too.
Thank you for calling the show. We appreciate it. And
calling.
feel better
Yeah,
out there in
great.
Cali. By the way, where are you in Cali? What part of the state?
I'm actually in the Bay Area.
Okay.
I'm from Oakland, California, but right now I'm in Stockton.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you reaching out to us on the strength of our sister Shayna, as well as the folks here at Legacy Internet Radio. We appreciate you, and hopefully you continue listening to us. Have a good night.
Marcus.
And please feel better.
Give her one little thing of advice because she has her own internet radio show. Can you give her one advice to keep her pumping?
Absolutely. What I would tell you is get a good team around you. Get a couple of folks that that you can trust, that trust you, that see your vision, that want to do well as much as you want to do well. But always keep in mind that you are the shining light. You are the one that's going to make it happen. So whether they are with you or not, it's going to happen on the strength of you. So it's nice to have them, but you are the guiding light. So make sure that whatever you want to see happen, you do what it takes to make it happen. You do that, you're going to be successful, and you're going to be real dope.
Thank you. That's some awesome advice. I'm definitely going to take that to heart.
I appreciate it. Thank you, sister. We appreciate it. Feel better, all right? Get you some Robitussin or something.
No, go natural.
Okay. I'm just
all right,
playing.
you guys have a good night.
All right, you too. That's right. Peace. And I had Steppin with Marcus J. Live from the Den Legacy and I had a little fun with her. Diva, as I said, my little chauvinistic thing about what I like about ladies, we'll move it on. Let's get Mr. 3375 before the ladies tell us what they like about us.
What do you like about the ladies?
And don't mess up like I did. Talk about their attributes before their boobs. They like that.
Like we're actual human beings.
Yeah. Well, you are. You have boobs.
With me, I'm plain and simple. If you can hold my attention with good conversation, that's you got me. Yep.
Cheese pizza.
And if you could cook, it don't hurt a little bit if you can cook.
Of course, the food.
brother
I'm a
ain't-
big dude. I like to eat.
Food
He ain't
is
missing, he
everything.
ain't missing
You
no
know,
meals. You know
I
that.
like to eat. Yeah, I like thighs too.
Yes, sir.
I'm about to put a picture on social media
Yes,
right now
sir. Yes, sir.
of SY thighs.
Boy, is it raining? Is there thunder out there?
Thunder thighs? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
But no, I mean,
You like thunder thighs?
I mean, I like boobs better, but thunder thighs, you know, it is what it is. Hey,
It
look,
is
it's,
what it is.
it's after 9 o'clock.
That's
we
why
can
it
act,
looks
we
like
can
she's
act
gonna
up.
kill
Ain't
you.
nobody scared of her.
With her
I
eyes.
say-
She
That's
has
why I ain't
killed
looking
you.
at her.
I'll say the physical part is
She
what
should-
attracts a man.
She showed me a picture of Lynn Whitfield a minute
But
ago.
you know,
so
the
she's in
conversation and
doghouse.
everything. You know, that's what holds a person. You know, you got to be on that same level as that person. And if you're not, she's not gonna be interested in you, and you're not gonna be interested in her.
Right, true. That's why you're right next to him. You might as well take the mic. Stop gritting on
Come on,
Hey,
Butler.
Marcus J, okay?
Hey guys, is it true
I
the
cannot
best
think
way
of
to
a
get
thing.
to a man's
you
heart
want
is
me to tell
through
you
his
why
stomach?
I have to have them in my life?
No.
Because I can't think of a thing.
No, I want you to tell me,
Really?
praise men, what you like about them.
Well, I give props to those who handle business.
Handle
Who do what they
business.
got to do.
Hey,
That's right.
And that's it.
handle business.
You do realize
could
if it
mean
was
a
more
lot.
dudes in the room when I
That
said
could mean a lot,
boobs, we would be
SY.
clapping, right? You do realize that, right?
Whatever
Okay.
it is,
Just saying.
you
Handle
handle
that
your
business.
biz.
Handle business.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
All right, all
that's
right.
an early birthday present for you.
All
I
right.
hope you like it.
Basically, for those folks, because she's talking like we on TV, it's radio. You got to tell folks what you did. This one here gonna put a picture of Lynn Whitfield on Facebook and tag me in it. I don't like her. Okay,
Why don't you
She
like
said,
them?
she weirds me out.
Marcus.
She weirds me out, man.
No,
Thin line.
she comes on strong,
Lynn Whitfield,
and he's scared of it.
she's
Yeah.
always weirded me out, man.
From the movie. That's what it is.
Just
the thin
because she
line.
comes on as strong,
Yes,
she wakes him out.
she weirds me out, man.
Yeah.
I don't like that lady.
She does look like she would shank you in the middle of
You
your
like
sleep.
she ain't
if you make her
tryna-
mad.
Wait, wasn't she in Eve's Bayou?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was
She's
the
been in a lot.
mama.
Can we talk
Yeah.
about?
Thin line between love and hate.
Can we
Crazy
talk-
Brandy.
can we
Yes,
talk
that
about-
was her.
Can we talk about something else?
Yes, we could talk about something.
I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about this.
I know somebody knows her. Can you please tell her to call Marcus? 804-402-2893.
She is really torturing you.
Yeah, I want to get this off my screen right now. because
All
she-
right,
she-
bless.
she
What you
completely
who you
weirds
want to
me out.
praise? What you want to praise?
Let me see. When you have, I like the man that can handle his business. Let's see. When you have a man that is on the same, a mature man. Let me put it, not mature in age, but a man that knows what he wants and does not play any games with it. And having a long schlong that he knows how to work doesn't hurt either. So there we go.
Hey now.
Wait a minute, a long.
Hey
what?
now, hey
You
now.
are censored
So
from the
hold
show
on, wait a
for the
minute.
next
Wait a
30
minute.
days.
If she can say that,
Hey
I can say
now.
I get 2 more boob references now.
Yeah, I'm talking about slow. Yeah, you were
Yes, sir.
innocent.
Size don't matter, baby.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna let y'all know size does not matter. It is all about the connection you
tell that
have.
lie.
No, I'm not. I'm serious. This is a serious thing. It is all about the energy you have with this person. I'm telling you.
This is what happens
I'm
when you
telling
listen
you.
to our
It's
show
important.
after 9.
But the sloan size does not hurt.
I mean,
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
I've had all sizes. I just want to be real.
For
I've
some-
had, and listen,
for some it
some of
does.
the best I've ever had in my life. Listen,
I can't do it.
Okay.
I
God,
can't
why is
do
this back
it.
on my screen?
okay, I'm just gonna keep it real.
Shayna, you can have good energy and a good connection, which I did with my ex. Excellent. And he still has a good heart. I mean, Diana's met him, but only gets you so far, because when you really get to know that person and you see those habits, and I'm not talking about throwing the shirt on the floor, I'm talking about lying to you and not being where you're supposed to be and that kind of stuff. The energy is still there. The attractiveness was still there. The chemistry was still there. But you have to have that moral, and you have to have those
Yeah.
beliefs, and you have to have those attributes that I need in a man that I can depend on.
Right.
You know, I'm looking for humor too. I like a guy who's funny.
Oh, I love
do.
it. I love it when a man
I like
can
a
make me
guy
laugh.
who's funny, but I like a guy who's not going to BS me and who's going to value me and who's going to take care of business so that I don't have he doesn't have to ride on my back.
Right.
Because he
You
doesn't
never have
Right.
to. A man is always supposed to do what? Take care of the business. Always.
Uh-oh.
Always.
Uh-oh.
We don't have to do
What the man
that.
supposed to do?
Take care of the business. A man is supposed
Wait a minute. You about to step into something. What the woman supposed to do?
enjoy the business.
No.
Wow.
Marcus J, what the woman supposed to do?
Hey,
I'm riding the wave.
He's about to tell you what the woman's supposed to do.
Well, I
You're
think
not always
I think
supposed to be looking at his shoe size.
you know,
Hey,
Diva,
it's
if you,
just that, don't
Diva,
matter.
if you want to go ahead, we can go ahead. No, seriously, if you want
I
to
didn't
go,
bring it up.
I didn't bring it up either, but you gave me the look like you wanted to bring it up.
What? I was just saying
You
how
said,
I
The
felt.
man's supposed to bring the business, right?
Listen, the man takes care of the business.
Okay.
Well, while he
All right.
while he taking care of that business,
The business is me.
you
Well,
gotta take care of some business.
Here's what Diva and I are not saying. And Shayna, you and I, we had this conversation.
We have lots of conversations about this.
We had this conversation on the heels of the conversation that the Diva and I had, two separate conversations, and you guys agree with each other. But here's what I will introduce to it. Diva, do you mind if I hijack Diva Diaries for just a moment?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Here's the question. The question was about dinner time. With regards to, and you know where it's going, Shayna, because you and I have had the
Back to
conversation.
this question.
Yes, back to this question. The question is about dinner time, and the question is, when is dinner time in the average home, man, woman, children, and woman has cooked, who eats first? The man or the children? That's the question. And so that is the question that, like, Diva and I just had. You know, we had an energy moment where we read each other's minds because we had a prolonged discussion about this very, very recently. And Shayna, on the heels of the conversation she and I had, you and I had it as well. And so, because you have the mic, Shayna, why don't you tell us what your feelings are on the subject?
my same. I'm gonna answer this the same way I answered the first time. I'm gonna make everybody's plate. Everybody come get your own plate, okay? We all eat at the same time. How about that?
Okay.
How about that? Because
Nobody
my
got
kids,
starved.
honestly, my kids, I be trying to feed them first, get them out the way. Then I can have dinner with my man. But that's just how I feel.
Right.
You understand? But back in the day, my grandmother always fed her husband first. Regardless, it don't matter. We starving. I mean,
Right.
he eats first, but that's just the way of the world. But to me personally, dinner is ready. It's a plate up here. You get your own plate and come to the table. But that's just how I roll.
What you think? Oh, hold on. Let's get ready to ask the brother what he thought, but we're going to ask the caller what the caller thinks. Marcus J. Ain't no half Steppin with Marcus J. Caller, you on the live line. What's your name? What you want to talk about?
Hi, my name is Tanya. I want to talk to Shayla.
Hey, Tanya, how you doing?
Tanya,
Hi,
how
Hi,
are
Tanya.
I'm fine.
you? Are you fine? You sure? Sound a little not fine. Let's see what's going on with you. If I could connect to your energy, if you could relax for me a little bit, because you're a little nervous. Calling this number.
I'm sorry?
I said if you could relax for me just a tad bit, because you were a little nervous. Calling this number. You're kind of anxious, girl. I feel it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, Tanya, you got a question for me?
Yes. I wanted to know, I am looking to get out of debt and wanted to know if you see it coming within the next few months.
All right. Let me see. I have a couple of other psychics in here, too. We're all going to intuitive this together. Okay. Do you mind?
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, even better, right?
Yes.
So I'm seeing that you were a frivolous spender. You spend your money as fast as you get it, and you like nice things, that as we all do. Also, did you go to school? You went to school. And was the school kind of get you in debt or something of that nature?
No, I can go to school for free.
Okay, never mind. That wasn't it. So I'm feeling like that you really need to look at some debt programs that might help you, but I don't feel like you're that far off the grid.
Okay.
Jane, I'm going to let Jane talk. She's also a psychic medium. She has something to say.
Okay.
What's her name?
Her name is Tanya.
Tanya. Hi, Tanya.
Hi.
I just pulled one of my tarot cards, and I use what's called a heart deck, which is it's all connected to the heart chakra, green cards. This is what they look like. Anyway, and I pulled one for you as I was listening to you talk with Shayna, and I got a card that has the number 4 on it, and it says Opportunity Beckons. And it's a picture of it's actually a picture of a man standing on a balcony looking over at the moon, which is interesting.
We were just talking about the moon.
We were just talking about the moon because it's a full moon tonight. And I heard you say debt, and the first thing that popped in my head was, and you said you wanted to know if you're going to get out of it in the next 3 months. Is that what you said?
The next 2 months, yeah.
6 months. And I think the opportunity beckons is you can if you set your mind to it, but you've got to have to break some old habits that you've got going.
Yeah,
credit cards, whatever it is that's put you there, and I feel like it's probably credit card debt, but that's just me. And then you have to just redirect the way you look at money, you look at things, why you buy what you buy when you don't really need it. What is it filling that you're lacking?
Yeah,
that's
so
what's
true.
coming up in my head.
Just to buy it.
Right. I feel like you buy a lot of stuff and you don't need it. Like you'll go and you're like, oh, I need this, I don't need it. And you have 4 of the same things at home. Of the same stuff. That's what I'm seeing your shelf. You have the same things at home, and you just have to really stop yourself. And it's going to come within. Sometimes the universe gives us... they'll put like roadblocks in our way to stop us from going further, with something that's not good for us, that's like a bad habit. You understand? And
yes.
I feel like it's getting crunch time because you need to pay your bills, but you want to get this, but your bills are more important than anything. So my advice to you is to find a debt solution program that you can afford that might help you get back on track, and also a budgeting plan. But I feel like you started one, but it's kind of hard to fulfill.
Okay.
Do you have any more questions for me?
No, you hit it on the nose.
Yeah? How do you feel?
I feel fine because it's the truth.
Good.
It's definitely the truth.
Tanya, thank you for listening. Thank you for calling in. We appreciate you got a home here. Whenever you want to call us, doors open for you, okay?
Thank you.
Thanks, Tanya.
You got it. Ain't no how Steppin with Marcus J live from the den. Legacy Internet Radio. Having a lot of fun here tonight. We're in the DIVA Diaries. We're talking with our sister, the dating pool diva, Arthur Charisma, who joins us and leads our DIVA Diaries every single month. The question that we're asking now is, well, it's not really a question. It's more about praising the opposite sex. And, of course, we're having a lot of fun with the subject and, of course, kind of picking on each other, male and female, kind of the dynamics that we have here with each other. But in all seriousness, the brothers, we just kind of shared what we like about the ladies, and I think we got blessed in. And let's kind of go around the room really, really quick so we can get out of this segment. We get into our rants and we get into our closings. SY, you got the mic. What is it that you like about the brothers?
She said the business.
Did we do me?
Well, that was blessed. That said the business. Well, okay, all right. So
Just like hearing my voice.
Not really. I just forgot.
Shayna was saying, we were talking about our hot button topic.
Yeah, you said
with the eating.
First.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
we
right.
got
That's
off
right.
the
That's right.
praising
That's
for a
right.
minute
That's right.
there.
See, this is what happens to you when you get distracted.
When you get smart.
Ain't nobody thinking about you right now. Stinky lady. Anyway, you just Lynn Whitfield.
About who eats first.
Who eats
what
first?
Do you think, Jane?
Yeah. That's what
We always ate entirely as a family together. When Dad came home from work, we had a better help Mom fix dinner. We had chores to do, and we all sat down at the table with everything on the table, and we passed. That's what we did. She never separated us, except if Dad wasn't there. Of course, she'd feed the kids, but we were always as a family.
See.
Yeah. Anybody else have an opinion on that one? Well, I would agree. That's a good way to solve it. Just feed everybody at one time, and that way you don't have a debate about. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, Marcus J. Making your man feel special. If it's just the two of y'all having Valentine's dinner or something, and I feed you first before I feed myself, but I'm gonna feed my children.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't want to be misrepresented with what my position is on it, because if we're going to specifically speak on what the question was, based upon the meme that we saw, the meme talked about how this woman who had been with her husband for 40, 50 years or whatever it was, was imparting her maternal wisdom on a younger woman. And she said that to keep the young folks from misinterpreting male-female dynamics and to have the young folks not misunderstand how the dynamic should be, she always made sure that she fed her man first. And I said, and my position was, I understood that and I agree with that. At no point did I say that that's something that's a requirement. All I said was I understand that and I agree with that. And so, we got something on social media? What you got?
Yeah, Mimi, she said she just asked her boyfriend the same question, and he said that he'll feed the kids first.
Okay, boyfriend.
That's fine. And
that's a nurturing nature, right?
It is, and I don't think.
Back in the day,
yeah,
they didn't do that. Back in the day, they did not do that. I just remember my grandma feeding her man first.
Yeah.
They feel like, I understand your disposition. I understand how you may feel. I make the money. I pay the bills.
But see, I don't.
First.
Again, like I just said, I don't want to misrepresent what my position is. What my position from the beginning has always been was I don't disagree with what this old lady said.
Right.
That was always what my position was. I understood what she said. And I understood why she said it.
Right.
And as far as feeding the kids first, I mean, truth of the matter is, I worked all day. You went to school.
We can say that too.
I definitely get it because
we can say that too as women. I went to work all day.
Get it.
You can say that too, but I don't think that it's a good precedent to set.
Right.
To feed the kids first. I just don't. If you want to feed mom first, you want to feed dad first, cool. I can dig it. I don't think that it's a good precedent to feed the kids first and make it a point to do that.
Right.
The reason why I really feel strongly about that is because you don't want to raise a bunch of entitled, spoiled kids who think that, just by virtue of being a kid, that you get to come first. No, because you also got to make sure that you do what you got to do around this house to make this house work. Right. You got a whole bunch of kids that don't do no chores these days.
Oh, they're going to be washing no dishes after I feed them first.
I definitely get it because, growing up, Mimi will tell you, that's my little cousin. My grandma and them, they always fed my grandpa first. My grandfather always ate before we ate. Any function that we had, he always got his. It's
a different time, though. This is not the 1900s.
But if we say it's a different time,
2016.
But if we say it's a different time, we got to apply it's a different time to all aspects of relationships, up to and including chivalry and up to including courting. So you don't get to say it's a different time at different parts of the discussion. It's like picking and choosing what part of the Bible you want to follow. You don't get to do that. So, if that's the way you're going to carry it, then you're going to be met with some opposition. You got to be prepared for that.
But I think it also depends on how you were raised.
Yes.
And who raised you.
Yes.
And if they raised you with, especially deeply religious, deeply Christian-based, I'm talking about like the deep Baptist, you know what I'm talking about. Very, we're traditional, very traditional in the way the family is shaped and who's in charge. I understand that. And if that's how they want to run their household and that's the way, you have to acknowledge that. However, I think you're right about 2016, we're more modern. Our family's not always a mom and a dad. It can be two dads and two moms.
Yep.
I mean, it can be no children. There are a lot of
Break down
people.
which dad to be
There can
first.
be a lot of people. There can be a lot of people that have no children. So
Right.
what does the husband come home because he works and she doesn't? So she stands there and watches him eat, and then she eats. That
Who's
to
the
that to
husband?
me just doesn't. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
I
talking
think it
about
depends on
male
your
female.
household, yeah.
It depends on your
Who's
household.
the husband when it's two
I think we
men
completely.
together? Who's
I
the
think,
husband?
Yeah, I think we completely. And I'll make this clear with the Diva and Shayna because I had individual conversations with them on this particular subject. And I think where we may be missing something, and I know for a fact it got this way with me and Diva because we have a different dynamic where we kind of battle back and forth relationship-wise. But the key was how we felt about that individual situation. That individual situation was this older woman imparting her wisdom on a younger woman saying, this is what I did to keep my situation straight.
Right.
I always made sure that I took care of my man first before the children. And this is how I ended up maintaining this long relationship. If we go back to that and we focus on that, my position was on that. My position was I totally get it because I grew up seeing it. That's how I went down in the house that I grew up in. That's what I saw. And I also know that modern-wise, it may not be. Now, my mother worked. My mother worked just as hard as my father did. My father worked 10 minutes away. My mother worked 30 minutes away. You know what I mean? And that's still how she rolled. Now I'm making it personal. A minute ago, I was making it general on that story you told or that story on the meme we saw. But now I'm making it personal. It's what I saw growing up. So that affects my perspective, as you said, Jane. It's what I saw growing up. And it adds to the level of chauvinism that I have that I acknowledge.
Right.
You know, we talked about, physical attributes and all that kind of stuff. A lot of that was tongue in cheek, and I was clowning. Yeah, I do like boobs, but I was kind of clowning in my boisterousness and how I was saying it. But the reality is, what your experience is going to affect what your perspective and how you view the world is. And so, for those folks who disagree with it, I welcome you to call us and disagree just on another show because we finna leave. Ain't no have Steppin with Marcus J live for the Den. Legacy Internet Radio. We're going to take our final break of the night. Come back. We're going to do our rants and our closings. And in our rants and in our closings, I'm going to ask Jane to share with us about the special moons and things of that sort in her rant and in her closing. So we appreciate you guys rocking and rolling with us. I got an entire crew. I'm going to shout them all out. I got my big sis. I got the utility player. I got Miss Jane. I got Lady Di. I got Shayna. I got Bless. And I got the dating pool diva. Yours truly, Marcus J. Be back in a few. Stay with us.